Recognizes the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Klein.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to echo the comments from Mr. Holden. Your allegiance is to your constituents. Each one of us is here because of our constituents. Our allegiance is to our constituents as well. My constituents live in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. Feels about as far away from New York City sometimes as you can get. The floor that I was on in my hotel last night was taller than any building in my entire home county, Botetourt County. But our hearts are with the people of New York City. Our hearts are with the victims of these crimes that are being committed against the people of New York City. And every crime has a victim, and it's not just about numbers. It's about real people, as Mr. Tiffany was saying. And we are hearing some of those stories, and I want to thank you all for being brave to come here and share your stories with us. We're grateful to you. But my constituents are scared because they're watching what's happening in New York City, and they know that the Shenandoah Valley, if they adopt the wrong policies, if they elect the wrong prosecutors, their lives could turn for the worse, and their cities and counties could be full of crime as well. And the policies that have been adopted in New York City are policies that were just adopted in Virginia when Democrats took over the House and Senate and the governor's mansion between 2019 and 2021. They abolished parole, or they reversed policies that were put in place in 1995 that abolished parole, instituted mandatory minimum sentences, and presumptions against bail. Those are all gone now. And we're worried, quite frankly, in Virginia because we see the impact of those policies here in New York, along with the falling apart of what I consider to be a three-legged stool when it comes to the fight against crime. You need three legs of a stool. You need police who are going to arrest, you need prosecutors who are going to prosecute, and you need judges who are going to put people in jail. And here in New York, you don't have those three legs. I'll let you decide how many legs you have and how strong those are. But when you get rid of the policies that, like a presumption against bail that we got rid of in Virginia, like the bail policies that you have here, the ending of cash bail here in New York City, it's like termites eating away at that stool. So no matter how strong you have in terms of your mayor, who's a former police chief, or your police chief now, if you lose those legs, or if you have the stool being eaten away, you see the spike in crime that's happened. And we have a spike in crime here in New York City. 1,500 rapes, up 7%, robberies up 26%, felony assaults up 13%, burglaries up 23%, grand larcenies up 26%, auto thefts up 32%, all accounting for a 23% increase in major crimes in just the last year. So we do have you have a problem in New York, one that we're afraid could spread to other places like my area of Virginia. You know, we talked about the use of taxpayer dollars, and Ms. Brame, you talked about the lack of services that you received. And so we inquired about how many taxpayer dollars go to New York City and to Alvin Bragg's office. The DA's office receives $204,730 in federal grant money during the current award period from the Department of Justice's Justice Assistance Grant Program, which is sub-granted to the City of New York, goes toward addressing violent and other felony crimes in our jurisdiction. More interestingly, and more to your point, the DA's office received $583,111 in federal grant money yearly this past year from the Victims of Crime Victim and Witness Assistance Grant Program, which is sub-granted through the New York State Office of Victim Services. Use of these funds is to be used to provide information to victims and their families related to the prosecution of cases and assisting victims with understanding the criminal justice system. Over $500,000 sitting in Alvin Bragg's office to help people like you. Do you feel like you got help from Alvin Bragg as the case was going forward?
No, I received no help from his office. Me and my family, we were treated like garbage. You know, I can't describe it any more than, you know, what I have already. You know, it was the most horrific experience that I've ever experienced. It was just bad.
Were you alerted when the plea deals were cut for two of those offenders? Were you alerted to those plea deals when they were cut?
No.
Were you allowed to put a victim's statement into
Not
record?
for Mary Saunders. Not upon her sentencing. For Travis Stewart, I did, and for the other two. but they dismissed those gang assault and those murder indictments behind my back.
That's abhorrent and
Yeah.
did not do justice to you or to the son that you lost. And
Not at
we
all.
apologize.
Not at all.
I yield back.
Gentleman yields back before recognizing the gentleman from New York.
Hey, before you click on the next video, if y'all could do me a big favor and hit that like button. The algorithm loves it, and so do I, because it helps promote these videos and get the message out about what our government has been doing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because every time I put out a video, you want to know about it, right? Thanks again, and have a good one. See you on the next one. Peace.